Hey guys, today we're going to be making a baby pacifier lanyard. So for this project, you're going to need a baby pacifier, not available in our store, probably ever. About 10 feet of paracord, though we're probably not going to use all of that. We need about 1 foot of cord for every inch of weave, and our weave is going to be about 6 to 8 inches. So just to keep that in mind. You can make it longer or shorter if you want. We'll also need these wood beads. These ones have a 10mm hole. We'll be sticking 4 strands of paracord through that hole. We've also got these new suspender clips in our store, both in silver and antique bronze. And then for tools, we'll just need our scissors and a lighter. Let's dive in. All right, so we'll start out by making kind of the frame for our lanyard. Fold that cord in half by lining up the ends. And in the end, we want to leave a little bit of a loop. This is going to be a detachable cow hitch to put onto the pacifier. We want to leave a big enough loop that we're going to be able to fit our finished lanyard through there to attach it. So, about 3 inches long or so. And then we'll want to leave another 6 to 8 inches to put our weave on. And then we're going to be running the other end through this suspender clip. So right now we have our paracord middle looped through that suspender clip once. We're going to take each side and bring it through again. Actually, before we do, when making these the first couple times, I noticed that our middle strands get really twisted. We're going to be doing the DNA weave. And so I'm going to twist them beforehand so that they will be untwisted when we get to the end. So what I mean by that is take your fold, and without turning your cord, we just want to pass it around itself a couple times. 2 to 3 twists is about all you're going to want. And then line up this at the end, so it looks like that. Then we're going to run each of these cords down through the suspender clip one more time, just to kind of fill up that space and make it so it doesn't slide around. So there's one, and the other side. When you're done, it should look like this. All right, so now we're going to start the DNA weave. It's basically like a square knot that you'd use for the Solomon bar or Cobra weave, except we don't switch sides each time. So you want to look at the way your cord is twisted around itself. I have my left cord going over my right cord, so I'm going to start with my right cord so that spirals the same way as our core does. So now starting our weave, while holding all that in place, put our left cord over the top, and then our right cord down over that, and then around the back to come up through that left loop. Before you tighten it, it should look like this. And slide it right up underneath that suspender clip. Once we get that second knot on there, it'll be easier to tighten. So again, the left side cord over. We're not switching like we would with the Cobra or Solomon bar. And that one should be easy to tighten right underneath. When making a bracelet, we often tighten these knots down as much as we can. But for this, because we want it to maintain its flexibility, we're going to leave these knots a little bit looser. So I'm going to make 2 more of these. Just snug it up nicely right underneath there. All right, so we've got 4 on the top there. At this point, we're going to open up our beads. We'll just need a couple of those. We'll thread it through the middle there. Wood doesn't always play nice with paracord, so you might want to sand down the middle of those if you don't want your cord to get all scuffed up. All right, and then we're going to put our weaving cords actually through the bead as well. With that 10mm hole, we shouldn't have any problem fitting 4 cords through when we're using 550 cord. My beads are rolling around. Put that other side through as well. And then we'll cinch it up right underneath our 4 knots. Then we'll just go right back into it, starting with the same side again. That right side over the, that left side over the top. Right side down, around the back, and through the loop. And we'll keep going. All right, I fit this last bead on, and I'm just going to clip the paracord right above it so that I can melt it against that last knot. And I'll just leave it like this instead of melting it against that last knot. I find it has fewer sharp edges that way, so if a baby is going to be handling it, we'll make it as safe as possible. There we go. We'll slip it onto the pacifier here and spin around that way. So there's our pacifier lanyard. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll put links to all the supplies that we used in this one. Well, all the supplies we have in our store. So the beads, the paracord, and this new clip. This would make a great gift idea for a baby shower. If you enjoyed this tutorial, stick around. We put out videos twice a week where we cover stuff like paracord tying, macrame, how to tie knots, and just have a lot of fun. Have a happy new year, and we'll see you in the next video.